Hey guys, it's Team with Team Covenant, and I'm here with the runner-up to the finals of the Star Wars 2 vs. 2, the first ever at Worlds. We've got Tom Philippi, Scott Egan. You guys put on a fantastic game. Let's talk about it, right? So what happened in that game? Tell us all about it.
The first game, we were the light side. We were playing a Smuggler Jedi blend. We both tried to make it so that our decks could pass cards back and forth and we could both play whatever we needed. We were able to build up a pretty good board. I think in the end we got a little greedy and they were able to accelerate to the victory, but I think one more turn we may have had it. I don't know, it was questionable.
In the end we should have either gone a little bit more definite and killed objectives to make our tiebreakers better on the odd chance that they pull what they pulled, or at the very least leave a defender.
But at the same time, I don't know if anybody else could have pulled off that.
No, they could have very easily gotten the math wrong, and we all apparently got the rule wrong at the end there. But nobody knows what the multiplayer rules are at this point.
I mean, you guys are acting like this is a brand new format or something, right?
Yeah, right? Like there was no hiccups at all.
Yeah, none of those.
We were all a little shocked at how it ran, but overall, I think it ran smoother than I think even FFG maybe had anticipated. There was really a lot of interactions that were neat. We got to use a lot of different cards that don't see a lot of play in single-player format. We used them effectively, like we used
all of Last Minute Rescue as well.
Yeah, Last Minute Rescue is a fantastic set.
I'm pretty sure Zach's face dropped a little bit when we used a repair mission to free up all of our defensive Yavin force.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, if we don't do that, that game's over earlier.
Yeah.
And that game's over without that aggression.
Well, you guys came up through like a lot of, like a bunch of Swiss rounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what did you learn in the 2v2 format, like kind of going through that process? What are the things to know?
I know, for me, the biggest shocker was I felt like the light side at this point has a little more power. I mean, they've got more tricks. If the players are advanced and can utilize those tricks without their opponent's recognition or capability to stop it, I think that the light side has a little more power, which was surprising.
We won with our light side deck with the dial at 5, 5, 9, 4, and then that game was just a weird one. Those are actually the only games that we lost all day.
Yeah.
Wow.
As far as 2v2 goes.
Wow.
We had one draw, but us and our opponents kind of agreed we had the board locked down. The first game just took a while.
Wow.
It's the only downside of the multiplayer format.
Wow, fantastic. So, having done all this, gotten to the finals, what would you tell to people, like in a 2v2 format? What's the best thing to do to get ready for this thing?
I definitely think you play a practice game the night before with your friends, so they can tell you that the deck you were going to bring is absolutely horrible, and then so you can go make a new one.
Yeah, make a new one right before.
Because we had a light side deck that we thought was going to be good. We're going to utilize some speeders, some other vehicles, since it's very hard to turn the Hoth objectives off, and we got worked. And we made that Jedi deck last night, and it just worked perfectly.
Nice. So what is the mindset behind passing cards to each other? What's the mindset behind that reserve? What are you trying to accomplish with that play?
Quite often you're looking for edge capability. So whether it's a fake card or something with a high icon count. But a lot of times what we were able to do was, particularly in our light side again, not to be redundant, I had most of the Force users, and Scott had Return of the Jedi, the event in his deck.
Right.
So he would pass me Return of the Jedi in there so that I could dig Luke Skywalker, who just died, out of my...
A lot of times it was, we put Obi-Wan in the common, Return of the Jedi in the common, ditch Obi-Wan to win an edge battle that we had no business winning.
Right.
And then he's immediately back on the table.
Right, and then he gets on the table for
Return
of the Jedi.
He was definitely the MVP of our light side deck.
He was the best card in our light side
Nice.
deck.
So what would you say is the defining moment of that final round?
Of that final round?
I would say the defining moment...
I think it was the canceling the Force Lightning on the Redemption.
Well, that was our mistake. I think the defining moment was when they figured out what they could do with the Ice Tromper.
Definitely. The fact that they used the Ice Tromper to bounce their own guy, we thought that's what they were asking because we had done similar things before because our Hoth deck featured the Ice Trompers. But it was the only thing that would allow them to declare the 3 attacks against Tommy's side that they really needed to declare. Ultimately, we got a little greedy and canceled a Force Lightning on Redemption that we should have just let through, because that would have left a shielded C-3PO ready to cancel the aggression, and there was no way for him to both kill C-3PO with the Executor's reaction and still deal the requisite damage because they were exact on the damage count.
Right.
And we did in fact not refresh Luke, However, they did have us succumb to the cold, so it could have been very arbitrary.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, Scott, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tom,
Thank you very
congrats.
much. Appreciate it.
The first ever World Championship 2v2. You guys are runner-up. You can't deny that that's fantastic.
It was.
I'm thrilled. We
I had
no
more
idea
fun
what to expect.
today than I did in the regular event, even despite making it to the top 8. That this was
Nice.
just a lot of fun.
Well,
a blast.
I guess that's why we play, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So congrats,
It's a lot of
guys.
fun to play against your friend rather than play with your friend. instead of
Yeah,
against them.
totally,
That's a
right?
good thing.
So congrats, and we'll see you at the next Worlds, right?
Of course.
Great.
All right.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks guys for watching. We will see you at some more interviews. We got more to come. We're going to talk to Zach and Matt regarding their finals win, and we'll be with you with some more interviews here in just a second. Stay tuned.